Hello, salty tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters 2 Pietro Edition with me, BlueAnkylo. So, welcome back, and today, whatever episode number this is, we're still live. This is still our first stream, for those of you curious. We're gonna head north this time. Last adventure, we head to the Nile, and this time we're gonna head the other direction. We're gonna head north. And I think we're not going to be able to afford a new ship, but I was thinking about it. I would rather have a couple spare. I think I downsized a little bit too much. So we're gonna add a few more crew to our ship. I made a bit of a mistake, and it's only 240 gold to fix this. So let's go with, I think, like 16 or so. Now let's just go with 20. It's going to cost us a little bit more in food, but it's just going to be a little bit easier. Once we get a bigger ship, it will be much easier to organize. But this way, we can recruit a few more crew, and we can set them on spotting as well as navigation, and we won't be in quite as much trouble if, you know, a crocodile eats us. Eats a bunch of people. Hello, Broke. Would you like some tea? So if you treat first, you get more crew when you try to recruit, but it only really matters if you need like hundreds of crew. We'll still get like 10 or so without any trouble, right? Yeah. So we started with 30 crew on the ship. I think going down to 20 was probably the right idea. Oh yeah, that's right. In Uncharted Waters 1, we spent a lot of time flirting with all these these waitresses. Lucia is our busiest waitress. You have to tip her 10 gold first. You can give her gifts. You can do all that stuff. Be like, I found this Rosetta Stone down in Egypt. Let's tell her a story about the time the crocodile ate a bunch of people. Once upon a time, a crocodile ate 4 men on our ship. Wow, that's so exciting. Weren't you scared? No. It's very important we do stuff like that. Alright. Let's, the dual system is the only way to take over ships. Oh, I understand, Tonic. I just don't like the rock, paper, scissors random factor, basically. Alright, so I think we've got a few more crew on navigation than we're gonna need. Let's go down to like 60% maybe. Oh, good! We finally no longer have people on combat, so we'll get pretty good scouting now, or lookouts. Technically, it only ate 1, and we threw 3 other overboard to get away. Yeah, that's probably about right. That's the story. That's the story we don't tell people. There we go. Now we've got some spare crew. And with nice even numbers like 20, we don't have to worry about people getting stuck on guns. So, yeah. Whoever did the math, the programming for rounding, they skimped out. They didn't do it right. It's cannon now? We don't have any cannons. Harbor helper. Alright, we want to supply up. Hopefully we can get about 30,000 gold total when we're done our trip here. And then we'll be able to actually get a better ship. How much? Oh, this cough. Man. Being sick sucks, guys. I'm not a fan. I should be over it by now. Alright, there we go. We got lots of food. A fair amount of food, anyway. 22 days. That's not as long as I'd like. But it should be enough time to get north. Also, I will put a save down just in case we get lost. I shouldn't get lost. I mean, I think I understand the North European area fairly well. I don't think I'm gonna worry about sailing up towards like Iceland or Greenland, which might have a village on it, but I think that would be risking it. Let's say hello to France. Now that we've got a few people on lookout, I don't think we actually have to get too close to the shore to find a village. I don't know what the radius is with 8 spotting. It's pretty big. So we found Nantes as soon as it was on screen, basically. So yeah, we can probably trust that our lookouts are a little bit more useful now. Also, there should be a way to check our latitude and longitude. On one of these, some screen somewhere. We found the port of Dublin. All right, but I'm looking for villages. I don't know. Let's go around West Ireland, Isles. If we find nothing up here, I'm gonna be a little bit sad. Okay, let's not get stuck in there. Come on, Scotland, give me something. What's a good Scottish lore for us to... Some village up here with, like... I don't know, something cool. There's nothing. There really no villages in Scotland? Lame. Can we find, like, Camelot or something? No. Alright. Say hello to... the Netherlands, and... oh, look! We found the port of Hamburg. And Lübeck. Cool. I mean, we're finding ports and stuff, but I need to find villages to get treasure. So I'm not actually sure if there is anything up north here. I thought there might be. There's obviously a lot of ports that we could go. Like, if we're trying to do trading and stuff, this would be totally fine, but... hopefully somewhere over here in the Baltic, or whatever it's called. We found Danzig. Danziger War! It's a little bit early. It's only 1522. Give him some time. Found Riga. Alright. But that's it. Come on, Russia. Give me something. Come on, Novgorod. Nothing. I know, there's no Russia in 1522, I'm sure, but... so, we've got 7 days of food. We found nothing. I don't think the villages are randomized. I'm not 100% sure how it works, to be honest. Oh, good! We found some mermaids. How many crew is this gonna cost us? Fella, don't jump overboard! Stay on the ship! The sound of female voices singing seems to slowly approach the ship from the distant waves. This sweet, bewitching melody enticed many soldiers to fling themselves into the ocean. How many? How many? Just 5? It's not that bad. But now we're gonna have rounding errors. Fella was never heard from... rounding! Curse you, rounding! I want to have 5 people on... Actually, I think I need 11 now to get full speed. I'd rather have full speed than someone on guns if I can fix this. Mermaids or sirens? I don't know. Whatever, we'll go like that. I want 11 and 11, basically. Well, there you go. Alright. Well, I hope they were defending a village or something, because... man, if we can't find anything up here, we're all going to starve to death and then have no money. This is a dead end. Are there really no villages in Europe at all? Like, do I actually... no, they told me... how did we check... what's our coordinates? What's our longitude, latitude? How do you check that? There's gotta be a screen where you can see where your longitude and latitude are. This is not what I want. Unless these guys tell you the longitude, latitude. Remember, we had a rumor for north 50, east, west 0. Well, I think this has been a failure of our exploration here. And I can still get food and replace crew and all that. The problem is more that we're wasting money by getting nothing. Like, I can replace the crew and I can buy the food. But we're not making any money, so this can't go on for too much longer. Have some steamed crabs. Just trying to speed this up a little bit, because, you know. I mean, I do like the music. I feel bad for speeding through it. Sign. What did we do last time? 60-40, I think. There you go. Hey, our level up actually put us at 12 navigation. So, on one hand, you know, we're spending money and crew are getting eaten by mermaids. But, we are getting level ups and stuff. That's gotta be worth something. I wonder if the weapon shop's open late. Oh yeah, there's a fortune teller too. That's fun. Alright, we're gonna have to sleep a day. It's possible Europe just has no villages, but I thought I was following a rumor, and that was maybe my problem. Here, have a... Don't let the bed bugs bite. Alright, I just want to check the weapon shop. We're in Copenhagen, so maybe we can find some cool gear here. Like some plate armor. Actually, I'm pretty sure in Scotland, or either Scotland or England, one of those places, you can actually buy claymores and stuff. There are certainly cool weapons and armor laying around. Anyway, let's keep going. I basically ran out of food, so... Yep. Well, we still have 13,000 gold. It's not a big deal yet. I feel bad when we, literally get no reward. Just saving again. You never know when the mermaids are gonna kill everybody. Alright, how do we feel about, like, Sweden or Finland having some villages, right? There could be some Viking villages up here somewhere. I think we're gonna have to go to Iceland to find anything. Bergen, that sounds Finnish. Now, the Arctic Sea is fairly treacherous, so I'm not a super huge fan of sailing way up north. You need to use the item from the menu. Ugh, that's kind of a pain. How do we get there? How do I even get to the item menu? That's the real question is how do you even get to the item menu? It's gotta be cargo? No, it's not cargo. There's like... Oh, I always forgot. I thought this was saving or loading. This is where it is. There we go. Quadrant. Use. So we're way too far north and a little bit too far east. Okay, we're gonna find whatever it was. We were told there was a rumor: 50 north, 0 east. We were gonna find something. I will find it, and it'll be worth like 2,000 gold, and we will have basically lost money on our trip. But now we know how to get to our menu finally. Oh, the quadrant was a complete waste of time. This thing gives you more accurate numbers down to the... Alright, whatever. I bought the quadrant for no reason. The sextant is better. Should have known. Now, I thought it was northern England anyway. So if this is 50 north, 0 east, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. 58. So it's 8 degrees south of this, which can't be too much further. Da, da, da. 54. Is it like literally London? Or I never sailed through... Dang it! I never would have guessed it would be in between France and England. Ah! There was one village. I just missed it. Because I went the long way. Alright, well what do you think we'll find in well, this is like fairly close to like Somerset or something, isn't it? A little bit. Somerset's like a little bit to the north. I don't know all the districts of England very well, but somewhere down here. We discovered the ruins of an ancient civilization. You found Stonehenge. Cool. Prehistoric monument consisting of rings and stones, with the outermost rings made of large stone columns, believed to have been an astronomical observatory. Neat. Alright. It's probably not going to be worth that much money. I wonder if I should try sailing to Iceland. You can actually see it on the map, so maybe we could make it. We got 22 days of food, I think. Yeah, we could do it. Wish me luck, guys. We're heading into the Pacific Ocean. This is where it gets rough. The thing is, I need money to buy a better boat before I'm confident sailing over to the new land, the new world. Look how easy it is to find Iceland. Piece of cake. Now please give me something for my time. It's a port. So ports are just for restocking at high prices. Nothing else. It's just a... It's nice to know where they are, but it doesn't really give you anything. No discoveries, no villages. Come on, there should be some cool villages in Iceland. Alright, so we sailed all the way around Iceland. Should I go to Greenland now? This is gonna get me killed. 3 days. Ugh. So yeah, supply ports have essentially nothing. There's really nothing to do. You can actually just rename them. They're so small. Alright. We're just gonna use the supply all to save money. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna save here, because if I travel all the way around to Greenland and find nothing and then go back to Lisbon, I'm gonna be annoyed. So let's just... Hey, good, look at this. All I had to do was go to Greenland to find another village. Easy. I thought there might be one up here. At least this way we're turning in two, basically. We didn't find anything. So I think that means you actually need some help from the villagers, so we'll try to entertain them. The friendship level has gone up to 5. Might be enough. No. There are sort of difficulty levels for these, whatever you want to call them, discoveries. Let's go up to like 25. I think we might be spending food to entertain them. We'll have to check when we get out of here, so you got to be a little bit careful. Yeah. We're still not finding anything, though, at 25. Come on. There we go. We got an exotic animal. We got a great auk. It looks like a penguin. A flightless bird about 30 inches long that makes its home near Greenland. Fishermen hunt this bird for its tasty meat. Perfect. So how much food did we lose? Not that bad. Alright, that's 2 discoveries. Let's head on. Let's head home. Just doing some fast forward just to speed this up a little bit. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Alright. So our northern European trip actually worked out. We managed to get 2 villages. We actually discovered quite a lot of ports, so it's nice to have those on the map. And we did get some level ups, and some people got killed by mermaids, so... You know, it's not all bad. You win some, you lose some. Alright, so we're back in Lisbon. Let's just sleep the night off. And we'll turn in our discoveries. Penguins and Stonehenge. What do you think we're going to get out of this? I bet you Stonehenge is not worth very much. 2,500 gold, yeah, pretty weak. And Great Auk. Come on, Greenland's far away. Ooh, I'll pay you extra and give you 17,000 gold. They love the tasty penguins. we might have enough money now. Excellent. Come to think of it, I've heard some say there's a village around 10 north, 0 east. Really? Is that... It's gotta be like the tip of North Africa or something, right? Straight due south from London, or Greenwich, but yeah, due south from England. The equator is... Actually, this might be around the Horn of Africa, 10 north. I'm not 100% sure. But the equator cuts right into the country of Ecuador, but I don't remember where that is on the map exactly. Anyway, I know approximately where to go. So that gives us I think heading towards Africa villages might be the next plan. Of course, there's lots of storms down in Africa, so we got to be careful. But 17,000 gold should pay for a new ship. And Africa's probably safer than trying to sail over to the Caribbean, so... No new people. We should start looking for more mates at some point. Also, thanks for the super chats, Locasena. So I think we should build a new ship. We should have enough money. Now, technically, we could just buy the. We're looking at nows basically. We could afford a now because we've got 32,000, almost 33,000 gold. It comes with 38 hull strength, which is actually lower than the cheapest wood if we were to buy it new. And then we'd have to retrofit it to remove the cannons because I don't think we want cannons right now. But we could buy it used, theoretically, for, I don't know, we might be able to save 10 or 20% off of that. But I think we can do cheaper than that if we build it. But we'll have to wait a couple days for it to get built, or however long it takes. I mean, if I could get it for like 25k maybe, but... Ooh, would I take it for 25k? That's a lot more discount than I expected. Should I just take it? Then I don't have to worry about... See you later, David. I don't have to worry about waiting or anything. This will leave us with almost 8,000 gold to buy some sort of figurehead, a bunch of food, move some crew around. All right, I've done it. We have to name it though. 5 letters. What do you guys want? Anybody in chat have a suggestion for our first purchased ship? Which is a now. Could be the now and then. Could be the not now. Piscina con Palina. 5 letters. The cheap. I did get it for a decent discount. That helped. You got the broke. We got the ball pit. I don't even think that, like, you actually have less letters in this game than we did in the last game. In Uncharted Waters 1, I'm pretty sure we could fit ball pit, like 7 or 8 letters. In this one, it's like you've got 5 letters. The ball. You know, cheap does fit. Let's just space it out here. Cheap. I think we'll go with cheap for our first ship. We got it for 4,000 gold off. It's not very good. We are going to be cheap and not hire a full crew, so there's that. Don't forget to hire a crew. Well, we'll do that. I'm gonna sell the old ship too, so we'll get a little bit of money off of that. Alright, the Falcon is not gonna need any ships, any crew at all. No point having 2 ships, one that's slower than the other, basically, in my mind. You have more than 5 letters. I think you get a second word of 5 letters. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I guess Falcon was more than 5 letters, wasn't it? Next time I'll try out some other combinations. So the question first on my mind is, what does a now need for navigation? More than 20. The next ship is frugal. Yeah, we could also stick to that. So we're going to need to recruit some more crew no matter what, but I don't know how many just yet. Let's see. Transfer over the current water and food before we sell it. How do we do this quick? Just like this. Sometimes ship inventory micro is a little bit of a pain. Oops. Is it okay to end? No. The good news is we'll be able to theoretically go for a lot longer of a voyage with this ship. If we keep the crew small, we'll have a lot more storage space for food. And it's a slightly stronger ship, so it probably won't break as quick. At least in theory. That's the theory, an Ankylo theory. Alright, so let's go to the bar. See if we can... what do they call it? The cafe? I'm pretty sure it's a bar, but, you know. It's the pub. Now, you can only recruit once per day. I don't know how many crew I'm going to need. Let's just see how much we get first. See if we can find some strong men to join our crew. 27's probably enough. We'll see. $47 is definitely more than we need. I might let a couple go. We'll see. I'm just going to start with 47 and then reassign to navigation as needed here. Assign crew. So how much do we need for this ship? 20 was not enough, but I'm assuming maybe 25 or 30 is what we're looking for. So 28 is more than enough. So I recruited more crew than I needed. 23 is not enough, so it's probably just around 25. Ten-letter names? Okay. So it looks like I can probably let at least 11 or 12 people go. I want to keep, you know, a fair amount on scouting, but we don't need 20. Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of, let's say, 12 people. 10 is lots on nav. And that gives us a little bit of a buffer for when people get eaten by crocodiles and stuff. So then we go crew, assign. We drop it down. Oops, wrong. Not assign, transfer. Crew micromanagement. So you can have a total of 35. The idea, theoretically, the idea would be 25 on nav and 10 on, 25 on nav, 10 on lookout. Let's just go with 40. It's going to be easier to move them around, and that's fine. I don't want to go too cheap on crew. We made that mistake last time when we had 12 on the Falcon. So let's see if we can math this out. I would like to have 25 and 15 or something. Not quite. 65%? What do you think? That's close enough. We got one extra person on nav, 14 people on lookout. That's fine. Let's not waste too much more time. Alright. Don't suppose there's anybody that would like to be recruited. We still haven't really focused on that kind of behavior yet. That's fine for now. Alright, so all we gotta do now is sell the old ship, buy a figurehead, stock up the new ship, and then we can go sailing. One more trip for tonight before we end our stream. Alright, so we sell the Falcon. It's worth a fair bit. That's nice. You can't transfer figureheads? No. No, they're like built onto the front. I guess you think you could cut it off, but for some reason, no. No. Yes. Sorry. We're selling the Falcon. We're actually... I thought we were getting 6,000. We're getting 1,000 gold. So it's nothing. Alright. Now we go remodel figurehead. We put a nice new figurehead on the cheap. So we've only got about 8,000 gold right now. I definitely can't go too expensive. But last time we went with a Commodore. We could go with a unicorn this time. Or a cool lion. No, the lion's way too expensive. Do you think I should spend 4,500 gold for a unicorn? That still might be too expensive for my taste right now. I wish I knew exactly how much of a benefit these things gave you. If I had the cash, I'd like to buy one of the better ones, but I am cheap. That's true. You could put like a cool dragon on for 32,000 gold. It's more expensive than the entire ship. Let's just buy a Commodore again. It's fine. He's a cool dude. This way we can stock up on food. Keep some money for rough times. Yeah, you know, that's not the worst plan. Alright, so we got a figurehead. Let's change the load capacity to get rid of the cannons and stuff. So we'll have a ton of storage space on this thing. We'll be able to sail for ages. So we want 40 bunks. I think that's pretty solid for this now. We could save, like, this is saving us 40... This is giving us 40 additional storage space. The only reason I would want more bunk beds is if I wanted more crew, which I think we've already got. Like 40 is definitely more than we need. 25 is the minimum. So we've got 15 spare crew right now. That's already pretty generous. And we don't want any guns right now. You could see we actually could have upped the guns to 40 from 30 to 40 as well. So the remodeling is like a really important step here if you want to optimize your ship. Anyway, there you go. And I believe that is it for the cheap. So we've got some money, and now we load up on food, and we head down to Africa. Now, I doubt we're going to make it all around the south end of Africa. Like, there's no way we're going to make it all the way down to, whatever you call it, South Africa. But there's a name, right? What's the name of those seas down there? They're pretty scary, from what I remember. Glass beads? I don't know what those are. There are lots of cool items that would be nice to buy. There's rat poison and lime juice and stuff to prevent the bad events. I don't have money for stuff like that. I am pretty low on money, aren't I? I made all that extra space on my ship. I don't really have the money to buy enough food for it all. Is it 88? Yeah. Sure, we'll just stock up on food and water. It's fine. We're probably not going to go as far on my first trip with this ship as I would hope. But we'll try to get a couple villages, and then we'll come back, make some money, and we can stock up on more food and have a little bit of spare cash. Because we just bought this big ship. We don't really have a whole lot of spare cash right now. 32 days is pretty decent. Once we fully stock up the ship, it'll go a lot longer. Oh, you want to do, like, trading in Africa. I see what you mean. We're not really worrying about trading right now. I understand what you're saying. That's not bad. I'm just kind of focusing on the villages for the moment. Pirates gonna have a field day with us. Well, for one thing, the pirates have, like, no reason to attack us because we don't have any goods on board. Also, we know there's something at 10 north, 0 east west. So yeah, that'll just be around kind of the west side of Africa when it curves around back to the east. Whatever the name of that part of the world is. Oops. Good wind and currents for our current direction. We found Santa Cruz. We can go on vacation. But it's not a village. It's just a normal port. We don't have guns either. That's right. I think there is kind of a mechanic for how famous you are. And what... It's like the pirates know you've got valuables on board. If you have no valuables, there's, like... I don't think the pirates generally bother you very much. But you never know. We found Bathirsty. And Bissau. There's a lot of ports over here in West Africa. Uh-oh. Get to the beach! So, it is very important when you are when you're sailing around West Africa that you stay very close to shore. So that when you inevitably get a storm, you can you can put down the anchor and wait it out. Because if you're at sea during a storm, you take a ton of damage. But I believe once you dock, even if it's just into, like, not a port, but just onto the shore like that, you don't take any damage as soon as you, like, anchor up against the beach. I don't know, that doesn't actually make a lot of sense to me for the way the storm would actually work, but that's the mechanic. So we actually avoided the majority of the storm damage. But it does remind me to stay close to shore. Again. Good job. Good job. Could have avoided some damage. Should have brought more lumber. We're out of lumber already. A double storm was bad luck there. That's unlucky. Okay, next town we find, we're gonna buy some more lumber. With the no money I have. Yeah, I know. You need some bomb. Yeah, there are some items that reduce storms, I'm sure. I think we're past the worst of it, though. We found Abdijan. That sounds nice. Yeah, there are lots of items you can put in your inventory to assist with various events across the world. Not like I have the money for it anyway right now. Welcome to Abdijan. Let's see what they got. This might be close enough where you can buy, like, gold and stuff. You know, you don't always need a large crew. Yeah, fella, it's a pretty awesome game. I won't be going on for too much longer, though. Alright, they don't have an item shop anyway, so you wouldn't even be able to check that. We can see what their trade goods are, just for interesting. Bomb is a one-use storm away. Oh yeah, that's nice. What do they have in Abdijan, just for interest? They got fish and flax. Boring. Is there any amazing officers in Abdijan? This is probably not where you want to go if you're trying to recruit officers. But just for interest's sake. No, there's nobody here. Did I lose any crew? Sometimes in the storm, I think you lose some crew. Let's see. No, nobody died. We're totally good. All we did was spend a bit of lumber during the storm repair, so that actually went pretty well, all things considered. The biggest problem I have is just shortage of cash, basically. Oh, I actually still had 4 lumber after all, but let's definitely buy some more. Oh, it's so expensive down here. Actually, that might just be the normal price. I don't know. Let's not. I'm kind of worried about how far we can make it right now. We got 22 days, but I need to find something to make money. Do I know about the black market? Honestly, I haven't played this game in years, and I'm just sort of... You know, we're just playing as Pietro. We're just looking for villages to get famous and make some money. And try not to get killed by storms every 5 seconds. Oh, I thought it was going to do it. At least if you're listening closely, you can kind of predict the storm a little bit. Because the music goes away. Anyway, there's the river I'm looking for. Oh, also, I'm supposed to be looking for... We've got a discovery or something to look for at North 10, East 0, which should be fairly close. Yeah, if we go up this river... Actually, no, this is... Yeah, up the river and west, theoretically, we'll find the item that we were told about. Or the location we were told about. So let's head up here. This will be fine. I have no idea what this river's called. It's a West African river. Heart of Darkness, right? This is up here. It's probably that river. Alright. What do we get? Go to the item shop in the middle of the night. Oh, you know, I think I have seen that before. I feel like that's something I've done once upon a time. We discovered a natural wonder. It's an anthill. Well, that's kind of boring. I don't think we're going to get much money for an anthill. I mean, it's neat, but it's just an anthill. Alright, let's keep going. I don't think we're going to get 20,000 gold for an anthill. I wouldn't pay that much. We found the port of Timbuktu. $5 for that info. Is that... That's it? What a lame river. Is Timbuktu the, No, I guess that village we found with the anthill, that's as good as we got. Let's just speed the return voyage around a little bit. How much food have I got? We can still make it for a while, but... I don't want to go back to Lisbon with just an anthill. Hopefully you guys can understand that that's probably not going to be worth the trip down to Africa. I might be pushing my luck, though, for money and food. I thought I'd have enough, like, resources to make it to some actual discoveries here, but I may have messed up. Maybe buying that ship was a bad idea. 29 food left. Well, at least we found another river. Come on, river. Almost need some crocodiles or something to eat some people, actually, in the ship. We got too many people on board. We have 5 other campaigns to play. Yeah, I mean, Pietro might just lose. How many crew on lookout? Too many. I brought lots of spares. Like, 15. Alright. We found a natural wonder instantly. Moonbow. A rainbow that shines gold and white in the dark night. Legend says this beautiful, mysterious vision brings good luck. I mean, it's better than an anthill, but not by much. We have, we've got 14 scouting points, or scouting crew, whatever you want to call them. More than enough to find everything. And we have a telescope, so how that works. Yeah, we start with a telescope. I don't know the minimum number of crew you need for good spotting with a telescope. I think it's probably less than 14, probably closer to 5 to 10. Problem is the food. And we found Luanda. How far are we on our trip around Africa? Getting close to South Africa, but 10 should definitely be more than enough. I think we have to stop and go back now. I'm not even confident we can afford enough food to get back to Lisbon right now. I didn't have enough money for as much food as I needed. We're probably all dead. You could try to cheese it and go gambling to make money via, well, cheating. Might need to take a job and fire some blokes. I don't know if you can get a job down here. We could transport some goods from Santa Cruz to Cartagena. That's like not very close. Santa Cruz, we went by. It's up on West Africa. Cartagena, I feel like, is a long way away, probably. Everybody wants Santa Cruz to Cartagena. I mean, if they pay up front, maybe I don't have an option. But then I won't have the money for the goods. Come on, books. Books can help me, right? I could sell my quadrant. I didn't need to buy it. That was a waste of money. Studying will help you, yeah. Help me find a way home. Need to get back to Lisbon without all starving to death. Well, it's a lovely town. Hey, you're a trader. Ooh, coral is the specialty. Man, if we had a lot of money. A bank loan. That sounds like trouble. I don't think there's a bank here, though. We still have to sail far enough to find a bank in Africa. And I don't know if there are any nearby. Let's see how expensive coral is, because that would be pretty nice. I know we have no money, but I just want to see. Oh yeah, you need a tax permit. Ooh. You can't even buy their specialty because their investment rate for their economy is too low. That's hilarious. So... Come on, big money! 10's a good start for blackjack, right? There's no split! That's amazing! We're gonna make so much money here. Are you friggin' kidding me? Well, we lose. Fine. This is why we cheat. This is why I cheat. This. It matters. Let's try this again. Okay, an ace is even better. Definitely a 500 bet. Come on. 18, I think you normally stand on that. We're never, like, the game is rigged. The thing is the RNG is already set, so we can't. We basically have to, like, lose 2 games now to have any chance. Alright, let's put another save down. We're gonna, if they're gonna cheat, then I can cheat too. You hit on 9, stand on 19. Look at this! Alright, we're gonna definitely win this time. Okay, 11 is a perfect hit. Come on. That's pretty close. Hey, look! We finally won! Oh, that's right! This game lets you double or nothing. Oh, this is how we're gonna make our money. I'm not gonna do this for very long. I just need enough money to get back to Lisbon. Come on. Oh, don't you dare give me a 10. Good. Come on. Come on. Let it ride. Let it ride. We can make money here. We can get back in the black. All right, you definitely hit on 10. Oh, 20 is a good hand. Come on. Tie? You shouldn't lose for a tie, cheater. All right, well, that's why I doubled the cheat. All right, we have 2,000 gold. How long do we want to grind here? I think 2,000 is enough. I don't really want to cheat too much. I just need enough food to get back to Lisbon, and I think 2,000 might be enough. I just need enough money to get back to Lisbon. This is exactly how you end up in debt. Yeah, I know. If only real gambling had save states, right? Alright, it's a good thing I have some money to replace the 0 food we have. 100 food will get us home. Man, we're so poor. Even with that 2,000 gambling money, I'm still not even sure if this is going to work. 25 days should be enough to get us back to Lisbon. Alright. I need to stay close to the shore for storms. I was thinking of trying to cut some time off by going northwest and skipping this little... whatever you call it section. Yeah, you can cheese it with save state, make like 100,000 gold in town via gambling shenanigans, and just skip the entire game. I'm definitely not doing anything like that. Gambling is kind of a nice backup for when you've put yourself into a losing condition where everyone's going to starve to death. I don't feel too bad about occasional getting us out of jail card, basically. As long as I'm not abusing it, I think it's okay. And 2,000 gold's not even that much, really. Yeah, they start you off with basically nothing on this Pietro's team. And I'm not really trying to take advantage of, like, pirating or whatever you call it, like the trading game, which now that I've got a now that I have a bigger ship, I could start looking into buying and selling a little bit better, which would be good. And maybe we'll do that soon. I wanted to keep my crew small, but I have no capital to invest in goods right now. Like, yeah, I could have bought some. If you know, you can buy certain things like the glass beads and stuff, or firearms, and sell them in the right spot for a ton of profit. But typically, you have to kind of experiment and learn what works better, and I have no money to do that, so. That's pretty much the end of Africa. No storms this time around, so that was nice. We had like 3 storms on the way down and 0 storms on the way up. I wonder if the game simulates the seasons, like if maybe certain seasons are more prone to storms or not. That would be pretty cool. Like, I don't actually know what seasons have a lot of storms in West Africa, but if you knew that, say, you know, September always had a storm, or September, like fall or something, then you could decide not to sail through Africa during those months. That would be like the best way to do it. All right, so how much money do we get for our dangerous West African adventure? We discovered an anthill. I'm expecting like 1,000 gold, but we'll see. Come on, anthill. Ah, you discovered the anthill. For that, I'll pay you 10,000 gold. Okay, that was a lot more than I expected. Maybe I should have just got to the anthill and then went home. Because that would have mostly paid for our first trip. How about a moon bow? That sounds cooler than an anthill, right? The moon bow. It's worth half as much as an anthill. Turns out the anthill was very precious. Alright, give me some more rumors. I've heard some say there's a village around 30 south, 15 east. So they're still telling me to go around Africa. Jerks. Man, I wanna just keep sailing. Can you give me any more rumors, or is it just always the same rumor? Yeah, I think he just gives you one village at a time. 30 south, 15 east. That sounds like East Africa to me. But I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, there's lots of rivers down there. Alright, so we made... What did we make? 15,000 gold? We're not, like... We're nowhere near rich, but we actually have a little bit of spending cash. Broke Ankylo. I'm so glad I named myself Broke Ankylo. The way this campaign has been going, that's perfect. It's nice to see our skills going up. You know, we're a little bit better navigator, sailor. We've got quite a lot of fame for discoveries. 2,500 discovery fame. How's Camillo doing? He's definitely not as good as us. Like, we've got like 90s for our stats for some of them. He's a navigator. He used to be our first mate. When did that change? He should probably be our trader, because that's the skill he's got. You know, I always forgot when I started this off. I forgot to appoint people. How do we do this? Yeah, we've got different positions. Chief Navigator, Bookkeeper, First Mate. Bookkeeper, I think, is actually what we should probably set him as. Like, we've got 3 positions. I don't know if it'd be better to put him on First Mate or not. I don't actually know, but... I don't know what First Mate really does, to be honest. But I think, because he's got the trading skill, this actually might save us a little bit of money for bartering or something. Maybe. Yeah, the second ship mixed it up, that's for sure. I thought they'd put him back as First Mate. I'm pretty sure in the first game it's... one of your unassigned captains is always your First Mate, but I guess they might have changed it for this game. Not that I'm in any intention to buy more crew, or to buy more ships and hire more people right now. I just want to check. Well, I guess I should probably end the episode and the stream here. We've been going on for quite a long time. Next stream and episode, we will have to try to make it a little bit further in our ship to make a little bit more money. we're doing fine with our exploration, but from here we've got to go either to North or South America or a lot further around Africa. The good news is I went to the wrong place. The bad news is I went to the wrong place. The good news is we should be able to stock up our ship much fuller with food this time, so we can make it a lot further. And we'll have enough money to restock during our voyage. So we're okay. We're still holding it together. 3,000 gold. Yeah, so we'll still have about 10,000 left over. I think it'd probably be smart to get a little bit more lumber for those storms. Let's go with like 20. Not a ton, but enough for a couple repairs. And then 3 grand in food. So we're just stocked up totally on food and water. Right. Yeah, but that's why we minimized our crew bunk beds and our cannons and everything, just to give us as much, like, travel distance, basically. Like, the trouble is, I mean, I probably could have gone with fewer crew, to be honest. These guys eat a lot of food. But, I think 25 is the minimum for sailing, and you need some for finding villages, if that's what we're trying to do. If we were really just trying to sail around and make profit, you could probably get rid of most of the lookouts and just minimize your cargo and food eating down as much as possible to make as much money per visit. But by the same token, we'll be able to get better ships at some point, and they'll hold more food, and then we'll be able to make better goods, make better trades and stuff. I think that's good enough for now. You know, it's not perfect. For exploring, you need at least 5, maybe 10. Yeah, depends on how far you want to go, I'm sure. How close you want to get. I mean, you say you need at least 5. You can get away with 1 and then just sail adjacent to all of the possible places a village would be. But yeah, it's probably a lot more efficient to not have to sail down every little river. But anyway, let's call that an episode. So future tubers, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Next time we will probably sail further around Africa. And I'm not really excited about going to India or Asia yet, but we'll try to explore. It'd be cool if we could make it all the way around to, what's the name of the sea? The other side of Egypt, whatever the name of that sea is. There's no, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just terrible with geography. But yeah, theoretically, we'll finish exploring Africa next time. And then maybe we'll start talking about sailing across the Pacific, or sorry, the Atlantic, and discovering the New World. It's 1522. Portugal's already been over there, but surely we could find some awesome villages in North America and find some beaver or some moose. So anyway, that's all for that episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.